Hello, my friends. So, we're starting off the reading with the question, as usual, of who are you and is this your reading? So, you are the only one who can determine this, and if that is too much responsibility for you, I'm not your reader. Okay, let's get into it. So, we're starting off with the broken ring, meaning that um, one or more relationships or situations have come to an end in your life. So there's been a parting of the ways. It may be romantic, it may be business, it may be anything in between. So family, friendships, um, maybe something like moving, even. I don't know. So, because of this broken ring, apparently, you have felt the need for help, assistance, guidance, maybe a mentor. You definitely felt the need for information, and you really want to see some progress. It looks like um, you want to get ahead, just like everybody else. But maybe with this broken ring, there's been some loss, whether it's financial or personal or both. January, this may have happened in January. It may be that this will be happening in January, or there's something very significant about the month of January for you. Okay. So you believe, or you hope, or perhaps you are experiencing that with good plans and hard work, you will get ahead. You will continue to get ahead. So I think there's a real emphasis here on financial aspects of your life. I'm not seeing much in the way of romance at all. But here we have the boot. Again, increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Maybe. Um, Sometimes hard work is not the way to get ahead. Sometimes what is required is allowing things to change, allowing things to come to you. I'm not sure if that's the case for you or not, but the old ways that you have been doing things may not be working anymore. And if your old way of doing things was to, the hustle culture approach, and it all fell apart, then maybe that's not the best way forward for you. But the ultimate goal is financial gain, and perhaps this is a prediction that you will achieve that goal. Hopefully it is, right? All right, let's see. I've got to get these. My cards are out of order now. All right, so in terms of what's going on, we have geese and phoenix. So what is going on is that you want to know where you're going because everything has changed for you. Everything. We have the phoenix. This is, the story of the phoenix. So the phoenix goes up in flames, and out of their ashes, or left in their ashes, is an egg, and they are reborn from that egg. So this is the ultimate destruction, death, and rebirth card. And it can be cyclical, which, the geese card is also cyclical. There may be relocation. And faithful. Faithful to yourself, perhaps? Let's see. We have clouds. We have seed. And we have tracks. So there is this sense of getting ahead, of slow movement, of gradual change, small steps, the hope for big, big, big results. But it feels out of control too. And it looks like there's some interference. Wait a minute. That goes here. So, in spite of this implication of faithfulness, we have a third person, a third party. It doesn't have to be romantic. It can just be any sort of third party, a friend, a family member, a stranger, some sort of third wheel, possibly a rival. Again, doesn't have to be romantic, but somebody who is gumming up the works, or at least that's the way you feel about it. Then we have, oops, this goes there. There is somebody else involved here. Somebody that you're trying to learn about. There's something mysterious about this person or this condition, this connection, that's the word. So they may feel supportive, faithful. They may be the one who's a faithful companion. But there's something unknown about the whole situation. You've been doing research. You've been trying to figure it out. And then we have this recovery. So recovery of an item, health, money, friendship, relationship, enthusiasm, energy. And this longing, magnetic longing, yearning, perhaps field of influence. But you are tired, which is to be expected. Anybody who's been going through a phoenix experience, that's a massive sort of rebirth, a massive healing, or at least an opportunity for healing. Perhaps you have, I really hope you have experienced it as healing. Not that it'll feel good for a while, because it won't. It takes time to fully integrate that kind of thing, and it's tiring, as your body has to rewire itself, so it's not just emotional when that kind of thing happens. All right, yeah. Bellows, catalyst, ignite, fuel, torched, fan the flames. Well, these cards you really should have too, so let's see. What else wants to come out in connection with bellows? I wanted one and I got three. Okay, we have another, let's see, we had that church card, remember, saying divine timing, more or less, and now we have the Wheel of Fortune saying timing, cycles. This also says cycles. It seems like you have invited a storm into your life. Well, that's what it feels like. Over and done, the end. Next to opportunity knocks. This is really confusing. All right, I'm gonna have to get some clarification for that. clarify this tornado. So this could refer back to the Phoenix. So this, oh, whoops. Dropped a card. Or 3. Something going on here. Yeah. So the iceberg is more than meets the eye. There's a lot of hidden stuff going on. Buried memories, illusion, hidden depths. You're really trying to bring something to light. But perhaps you're afraid of what effect this will have. All right, let's just clarify these 3. Tornado, torch, and iceberg. They're all disastrous. Well, torches aren't disastrous. They can bring light to the dark. Courage. You are going to need courage. There's a lot to deal with ahead. Things coming to the surface, or at least understanding that there's a lot more going on than you thought. Understanding that there's a need to look deeper. You have the grasshopper and the blueprints. Both are about careful planning. Are you planning something? Which would make sense, because you've got to rebuild your entire life after that Phoenix. There's a lot of work to be done. Moving on. Prosperity. So what? Careful planning, firm foundations. Well, that's sensible. It does sound kind of towery over here. I mean, with the tornado. Your whole life may have been torn apart, and now you have to rebuild. Containing your emotions. Being grounded. Personal growth. Taking some time to comfort and calm yourself. Evolving. Yeah. Definitely see evolving in all of this. Is there anything else we need to discuss? Not so far. All right. Let's see if we can get you a card of card from the Wisdom of the Oracle? No, it just doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right. Some sort of guidance, next steps kind of thing. Insight that would be helpful. You can try Sacred Path. I do not like this. Shuffle for me. We have Vision, Unlimited Vision, Heyoka. Humor opposites. Perhaps your sense of humor will help you get through this. That would not be surprising, huh? Perhaps you are becoming a Heyoka empath. Well, you probably always were, but an empath at least. But becoming a Heyoka empath is a little different. What's this? So pay attention to your visions. Keep your sense of humor. Try to learn from your sense of humor. Or the humor of others. Don't take things so personally. Perhaps they are personal, but instead of being offended, you could learn from them. Learn to laugh at yourself. Perhaps that's your biggest lesson. That's a very difficult thing for most people, to learn to laugh at yourself. All right. I am wishing you all the best, and I hope that this was helpful for you in some way.